Hey fellow cyclists, Joe with JJBP Fork Conversion Kits here. I'm often asked, how can I convert my unbranded or open mold 15 by 100 disc brake fork to use a 12 by 100 hub? So I'm going to walk you through a set of measurements that you need to take so that I can recommend a kit for you. This is a mock-up of a common style of open mold fork. It has a counterbore feature on one side. Some of these forks also have another counterbore feature on the other side. So there's a few measurements that I need to know to recommend a kit. First of those is the diameter of the counterbore, and it's best to measure both sides. If we measure this fork, you can see measures right about 21 millimeters. If you have a set of digital calipers, you can take the same measurement using the ends of the digital caliper, kind of find the hole there, just under 21 on that side. If I measure the other side, should get about the same measurement. You'll find your fork will either be 21 millimeters or 19 millimeters. I haven't seen anything other than those two dimensions for those inserts. The next measurement to take is the thickness of the fork ends. Now, all of these disc brake forks are going to have a little shelf here that helps you align the hub. When you take your measurement, you want to ignore that shelf. So you're going to measure from that inside surface where the hub actually sits to the outer surface where the fork insert would be. So on this fork, I'm getting just about 17.5 millimeters on the one side, and when I measure on the other side, about the same, about 17.5 millimeters. The next critical measurement to take is the depth of the counterbore. So we already measured this fork was 21 millimeters. I'm going to take my metric ruler here, flip it around so that it's reading properly, and insert it into the fork. And if you look here, I'm right about just over 10 millimeters on that side. If I flip it around, measure the other side, again, right about 10.5 or 11 millimeters. So we measured counterbore diameter, counterbore depth, fork end thickness. It's critical to measure on both sides of the fork because some forks are a little different on both sides. This one happens to be symmetric. Once you know those dimensions, you can look down in the comment section and there'll be links to which kit you're going to get. So I have a variety of inserts here depending on whether you've got a 19 millimeter diameter fork for the counterbores and depending on your fork end thickness. And these are all 21 millimeter diameter fork ends. There's about 6 or 7 different types of open mold fork out there. So again, it's critical to know the measurements to get this right. Have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Thanks.